Yo! Alright, welcome to my Let's Review. Where pretty much we're gonna review every single game that has happened in the GITCG weekly. And honestly, okay. So what the hell happened? So I got 4-1. I honestly expected worse because this deck is kind of like unoptimized-ish, and I pretty much changed the entire list compared to the recent video that I just uploaded. So yeah, all right. Also, funny enough, only four of us. So okay, out of 53 participants in the tournament, only four of us brought crab, which is kind of surprising to me. To be honest, I expected more, but there's a lot of people bringing in Yelan OTK. Like if you see the list right here, like there's a lot of people. Like you can already see it, right? Mew, Yelan OTK, Shena SC. Actually, there's a lot of Mew in Yelan OTK, and there's like crab and stuff. I haven't checked their list. Like, I'm curious. Like, are all of these yellow OTK running treasure or not? I'm curious. All right. Without further ado, let's jump right into game one. So game one, pretty much up against Cookie, Yao Yao, Linny. I also took this deck, but it's not that great. I prefer Seahorse better than Cookie in this position. Because Seahorse allows you to give more draw, while Cookie only like gives you healing and electro application every time you swap. Okay, I'm not gonna fast forward. Actually, okay, I'll fast forward for this game and for the next game as well because second game is like more on stall. Oh yeah, so my opponent is running Rightful Reward, which is the brand new weapon in this patch, where if your active character takes damage or is healed, like the character, whoever this is quit, is slowly gaining energy. Honestly, now that I think about it, I'm debating if I should put Rightful Reward and Thomas' talent on this deck, but I feel like that is too much, too greedy, I think. Okay, the reason why I didn't add Rightful Reward or even Thomas Burst is because it can brick the whole deck. So, I got a talent, pretty good, right? Pretty much already high rolled. Like, round 1 talent is so good. Because it allows you to give +2 extra shield every turn. Which is great.
Check this out.
So I didn't skill on Layla because I mean, I kind of died of cringe in a way. Oh yeah, I played General Ancient Helm before Timaeus. Because if you play Timaeus and then General Ancient Helm, then you kind of brick yourself. And Timaeus is good if you play last so that you can play Tenacity of the middle for free. So overall, this is pretty much a straightforward game. Just ramp and ramp and ramp. Stacking up the shields. Yeah, I haven't landed skilled by the way. So I'm expecting overload. Overload to Layla. Yep, there you go. And then what I do here? Yeah, equip Tiltium. And there you go.
Our bond is strong.
Normally, you want to lay a skill at the start of the round so that you don't have to go back to Layla anymore. Yeah, dude, you already have the talent. You got TOTM on 2 characters and the General Ancient Helm on Toma. At this point, it's already over. Like, like there's no stopping you because you're already generating like how many shields? 2, 4, 6 plus talent. That's pretty much 8 shield. Like, dude, plus skill. That's like 10 shield every round. Like that is insane. Like, how the hell are you gonna push 10 shield per round? Oh yeah, no crab mirror, Saj. Yeah. Luckily, there's no crab mirror. I was kind of scared like there's gonna be some crab mirror here and there, but I'm glad like there's only 4 of us who brought in crab. Oh yeah, there's another talent. I want to keep this in case of cleansing, but I don't know if cleansing is even worth it at this point. Oh yeah, I burst. At this point, you can just solo on Crab. Like, Crab doesn't give a shit. Oh yeah, this... Okay, never mind. I was about to say. Yeah. I decided to keep this because I want to cleanse, right? But if I cleanse, I just go on Layla. I mean... Or actually this one, if I cleanse the Dendro, my opponent will have the Burning Summon, which is not ideal. Like you don't want that. So I just pretty much ignore what my opponent does and just keep rolling. Oh yeah, for the treasure, ideally you want to play treasure when your deck is about to run out, like around this time. So that you can get treasure much more easily per round. You don't want to play treasure at the early game, especially when there's one character where you don't have General Ancient Helm yet or TOTM. Because you want to find those cards first before you play underwater treasure hunt. Because if you play this before you find the artifact, then that's gonna break you so hard. It messes up your deck order pretty much, or your cards in the deck. Another burst. Also, another thing that I'm scared of is that dice of cringe. But luckily with this deck list, I think it's not a problem. With Liben, Paimon, Vanarana, and stuff. This was... Yeah. I should have Liben, but my opponent decides to swap to Cookie and allows me to go for normal attack and then follow up by later skill. Yeah, that's pretty much GG. Okay, so that's it for game 1. I pretty much high rolled, like I got all the cards that I need. Like round 1 talent and then artifacts. And I got a lot of food as well, treasure as well. Like I'm about to deck out, but I have the underwater treasure hunt. So yeah. Like 7-6. There we go. Alright, so game 2. This is where I lost the thing. Okay. So this is where I really want to review slowly. Okay, let's go fast forward because this is a stall versus stall. And this is gonna take a while if I don't fast forward. So, too fast. One of the founders of the friend group, SUC, he came back playing some TCG. Good for him. And he decides to play Layla, Cookie, and Barbara. Which I asked him. He says it's a deck that counters Crab deck so hard. And you'll see why. And it's true because Cookie is so annoying. Especially with the talent, Aquila, and stuff. Like it's so hard to push through. So far so good, right? Right? Yeah, I high rolled, right? No talent though. But I got all the artifacts ready to go. So what's wrong? So that's all. That's how I wanna find out. Like, where the hell did I go wrong? So let's see. And also, hi chat. So far, no talent.
The night is full.
Sag. Skill. You really want to skill a Layla once.
Our bond is strong.
Oh yeah, what the heck did I do here? I think I discarded this. Oh yeah, no. Because of the TOTM, you get the dice back. Oh yeah, dude. The jet. This is also annoying. Fortress of Merpede. Like, I have to discard one card every time to do something. It's crazy. Okay. So I have Lotus Crisp. I'm not sure if I used it here. I did, right? So yeah, there's the Aquila, Tenacity, and the Talent on top of that, which allows Cookie to revive every round, which is freaking annoying. And at this point, like, okay, how do you push that? Like, burst isn't enough because two flats is going for just normal type burst,
My mind
repeat,
is completely
and
blank.
yeah.
I need to get out and unwind.
Swap to Layla because I have 3 cryo, I think. I didn't notice. Still no talent. If I had talent, I could have got a lot more shield early on in this game. And that allows me to push more damage with the burst. But even still, right? Even still, that is still a lot of shield. And I died to cringe. Dude, oh my god. Okay. I did not know. So, I didn't know that I got Fortress of Merpede, and I accidentally played Lotus Chris and I wasted it, so that sucks. And actually, there's another thing. Because of Fortress of Merpede, I cannot play Lotus Chris as my first action because it's just gonna block every time, so that sucks. So there's that. So I keep drawing and drawing, looking for talent, still no talent. 12 cards left and dude, still no talent. So sad. So dude, imagine if I had talent early, I could have pushed damage, or I could have at least proc the revive on Cookie. But even still, I feel like that is still not enough to kill Cookie. I could be wrong, I don't know. But the revive and the Aquila and then the tenacity, dude, that is annoying. Also, yeah, Toromono as well. Jeez. Okay, there's a talent finally after like, oh my god, it's super late. The weird. Okay, here's the weird thing. Alright, let me pause. So, here's, I think where I kind of misplay a bit is that I should sponge or at least swap to either of these two to take some damage from normal attack and burst. Because ideally you wanna, like, at least you wanna tank damage with these two for at least like around 5 HP or something like that. Then after that, you want to go to Crab and let the Crab do its thing. Of course, you don't want to let these two die because the shields, right? The shields are very important for the Crab. So at this point, what I should do actually is just go. It's just swap stalling actually. Like let Cookie normal attack on Toma and then Layla, or even Burst actually. But the thing, what I'm kind of scared the most is that Superconduct, because with Layla's Sting and the Burst, it slowly chips away the HP of these two. But I think that's okay because I have Hash Brown anyway, so I don't know why I didn't do that. But yeah, I think that's the mistake that I did in this game, is that I should swap stall between these two, allow them to sponge a little bit of damage or tank a little bit of damage, and then I go back to Crab and then do some shenanigans. I think that was the play, but I didn't because I want to keep pushing more damage, but I can't. I can't push more damage because of the rinse and repeat of normal attack, and then burst, which is annoying, right? But I was hopeful at this point because I was like, oh, Cookie Shinobi is like around 3 HP. So surely, if I burst, I can at least kill one of these characters, right, with my burst. So there you go. I did that. Was it good? Oh yeah, there's also Catherine as well, which is annoying. And dude, joyous celebration for Overload, free Overload, and then swap to Barbara. Like that was a good joyous, not gonna lie. And then swaps back because of Catherine. Goes for burst, deals 5 damage, and at this point, Cookie's like back at 8 HP. And the dice are cringe as well. Like, imagine if you get Pyro dice every time, then you'll definitely get a lot more shield. But okay, with these Primons, yeah. I mean, surely, right? Because if you don't dice of cringe, then, or rather, if you dice of cringe, if you don't get the dice that you need, like that one, for example, like no Pyro at all, like this one, like dude, come on. So skill is very important here because you want to generate shields as many times as you want. So I was close, right? So close, but yet so far. So decides to go for... Oh yeah, proc the revive and then go for burst. That was my plan. So what the hell happened, right? He keeps on doing it, which is annoying. And I think the burst, going for burst again allows Cookie to revive, get the revive effect again. I don't know. But yeah, at this point, I'm just hoping that these two will die from my burst. Oh yeah, funny enough, I still haven't played the talent, which is stupid of me. I should have go for talent, get the free swap. Oh yeah, here I was planning it, right? But I feel like it's too late. Like there's only like few cards left. I still haven't got treasure, or unless I discarded it, I don't know. So what was the play here? Oh yeah, now I can't. So my plan was I was about to use this to overload, right? And then go for burst to go for melt damage, but I forgot about Layla's skill and was able to go for superconduct, and now I can't do shit anymore, which is unlucky. Now if I play talent, that would push more damage, more overload damage, and that is scary and I don't want to happen. But I mean, I don't know, I could have played this and then into this. I Actually, I can't because it shield. So I don't know. Yeah, at this point. Yeah, at this point, actually, I could have go for Talent and then Lotus, maybe on Crab. But then again, it could swap to anyone. So I mean, oh yeah, there it is, right? I did. It was pretty late. I mean, what round is this? The Talent was so late. Round 7. Yeah, it was too late. If I got the Talent early, I could have won. Judgment, and then Treasure. Yeah, did. Got all the power, it's really good. Yeah, just ignore the elemental reaction, yeah. I should have actually done that, but I was too careful. The play here, I think, was going Toma, right? Okay, I Judgment so that I can play Lotus. Or even play Underwater Treasure Hunt because my deck is empty. It's out. Okay. Honestly, the play was go to Toma and then go to Grab. Crap. I think that was the play. Allows me to preserve some of the shield for the Crab for the burst. So, that's a misplay. And yeah, I don't know. I was really hoping to push for more damage with the burst and stuff, but like Cookie's unstoppable. So there's no way.
I'll settle this.
Yeah, dude, the HP that the heal every time she bursts is so annoying. Like the damage and the heal, like the value is insane. So yeah, that's pretty much how I lost this whole thing. It was a lot of misplay, not gonna lie. But now I know, so that's pretty much it. Yeah. And there's a lot of lost value because I didn't play Talent as soon as possible when I got it. So lesson learned, right? Get Talent, play Talent as soon as possible. Pretty much it. So Crab is in a very dangerous position. Oh yeah, there we go. Right. Another thing is this one. Called in for cleanup. He was able to save that just to kill my Crab. That was so good. And I couldn't do much here anymore, I think.
Don't get too close.
Because Too Fast can just go for normal attack and just burst. And once again, I forgot that the freaking Fortress of Merpy takes effect. I should have, like, consider this card. Like, this card procs every round, so I should be careful around it, but I don't know, man. It's just skill issue, I guess.
Don't get too close.
Jeez. So Cookies go for burst.
I'll settle this.
Dead.
Couldn't.
And then I think with this, I think you just go for normal attack, right? It was not gonna lie, it was pretty close.
I'm sorry.
But I got a skill issue, so there's that. Anyway. It is what it is, yeah. Alright, so game number 3. This one was... I'm kind of confident because, first of all, they don't have ramp. They only push damage early game and mid game. Late game was gonna scuff because it can be like, you know, without ramp. Like, how do you push like damage against Crab, right? Who pretty much regenerates like what, more than 8 shield per round once you get all the equipment. Like, damn. Perfect dice. So, what was my plan here? So, I think I went for Journal Ancient Helm, DOTM, and then Timaeus, right? Let me fast forward a little bit.
There is no escape.
The night is
Oh, I skill, right? Because skill is important. Ah, yeah, I did that. Alright. You can do so. You can
Unleash.
do anything you want, actually. So I went for that route because I want to tank damage with Layla, right? Like 6 damage, okay, or 6 HP. Okay, time to swap to Toma. Right? And once Toma is like below 6 HP, that's that time I will go solo on Crab. And that's really good. Because if I go below that, like below 4 HP, like
Where we headed this
they're
time?
gonna chip away because of the superconduct, and I don't want that.
Check this out.
So I let Toma tank for a little bit, right? Cry res for no reason. Probably to push more damage against Toma, right? Because Toma has the artifact. Sarai Island. Really annoying because I can't heal Toma with like pizza or hash. Because at this point, Toma is like really, really low, right? And actually, you know what? Cry Res was really good there because you really want to get rid of the character that has a shield that feeds to the crab, right? So yeah, pretty much at this point I just accept that Toma will just die because I just can't shield him. Like Toma will just die to the superconduct and Sarah Island just pretty much blocks me to do that. Like yeah, that is annoying. So they're going for Raiden Burst, which is makes sense, right?
Now you shall perish.
Discarding 3 though. Even Dwarf, damn. And Lotus Crits and Gamblers? Just for a burst. That is kind of greedy in my opinion. I don't know. So, Raiden's dead, but Raiden's pretty much done her job. So that's, I guess that's fine. Toma's dead, unfortunately. But I still have Lila, that's fine. Still no talent though, that's another thing. I don't have talent. And this is where I'm pretty much scared. Because anything can happen. Like they could have Adeptus, Cryo-Res or something. I mean, called in for cleanup as well. Like, there's so many ways for me to get sniped here. So they burst. Right. And then, what did I do? I skill, of course, because you want to get more shield. Another skill pretty much means you don't have Cryo to go for Shenhe Burst. So now they swap to Shenhe, hoping for Shenhe Burst, because you want to get that melt. Still no talent, unfortunately. Okay, I got Lotus, that is really good. With Lotus, I can Lotus my Crab as my first action, so that Lotus will get hit first before my shield. So that's another thing actually. You always want to Lotus first, so that Lotus will take hit first before the shield, which is really good. Because if you don't Lotus first, then yeah, I mean you already know what's gonna happen. So two cards left. I don't think they have fast swap, so I'm pretty much confident.
Come, put up a fight.
1 HP, jeez. And this is where I die to cringe. Well, not really, because I have cryo, so I just go to Layla,
Let's go.
feed the shield, the crab. Really good. Got the melt as well. Pushing more damage. So they don't have cards, they don't have rap or anything. At this point, I'm good. I can just chill, right? Like I can just go to, like I can just solo Layla, like burst skill. And then until Layla's like very, very low, like around 2 or 1 HP, then that's the time I go to Crab and do some tanking. That was a normal tank, right? Yeah, so they die to cringe because
For redemption.
no draw or anything. Adeptus burst
Cryo incarnate.
and GG.
My curse.
Too fair.
No talent still, by the way, but there you guys have it. Yeah, they kind of misplayed. It is what it is. It happens most of the time. Like no one plays perfectly. I mean, even me. Okay, so next game we have Off Citizen. I mean, we all know who's Off Citizen is. He's a YouTuber who provides Genshin TCG content as well. Who's now actually participating now in JTCG Weekly. Before, I think he was more on casual side, and now he's now like playing competitively. So shout outs to him. So Off Citizen playing the classic Shenna SC. At this point, I feel like this is his favorite deck, Shenna SC. And yeah, I feel like they didn't Shenna Burst because they don't have Cryo dice for it. That's what I'm guessing. So, round 1, got the talent, already high rolled,
No escape.
Where we headed this time?
but it's not yet over, so there is still room for error. Alright, so far so good, right? Okay. I think I have to slow it down. So this is where I was like, oof! Normal attack instead of skill. Now you missed super conduct, and that was like kind of painful for Off Citizen, which is unlucky to be honest. I wonder what those two cards are. Like, probably like Cryo Res or something. Just bullied every Shenna SC. True. To be honest, I got lucky with the matchups in this tournament. Like, I didn't face any Crab Mirror or even Yale on OTK. Like, dude, I haven't faced Yale on OTK this tournament, and I was excited about that. Because if I faced
Don't get too close.
Yale on OTK, I have a high confidence I could have won that. I mean, unless, of course, my opponent high rolls and able to combo the hell out of me. Okay, so Thomas is below 5 HP. This is the time where I don't want to tank too much damage. So I go to Layla,
Let's
right?
go for a walk then.
I think this is where I Paimon. Oh yeah, okay. I don't want to end on Layla because Layla might die and I don't want that.
Cryo incarnate.
Because I have General Engine Helm for her. And end phase, the summons will deal like 4 damage. So I don't have TOTM, so I want to play it safe, right? So I want to equip this on Crab. Because you'll never know, right? TOTM might be like what? Bottom deck? That's the word. So, yeah. So I played Treasure, right? 2 of them, because I already got a decent start. Like I got, actually not really, I'm stupid. So that was a misplay as well. You don't really want to play the Underwater Treasure this early because it's gonna break you so hard. But luckily, I got General Ancient Helm out of it. And I was able to play it on Toma, who is still healthy, right? With Vorokasha Blow. Allows him to heal a little bit more HP, pretty much counters the Super Combo and stuff. So I swapped to. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
The night is cold.
I'm sacrificing Layla here because. Why not?
I'm sorry, Professor.
So Gamblers, Fluff, alright. Fluff is not, it doesn't matter, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it kind of does. I guess, I don't know. I also need to swap off so that I don't cause melt reaction to his Chang'e. So far so good. The Lotus ate that,
Unleash.
the damage. And Obsidian plays the Cryo Res, of course, to push in more damage against my shield. So, Toba is still Vorokasha Glow. Wait. Oh yeah, why did I play that? So Judgment. There's no point in Judgment here actually. I could be wrong. But I played Judgment here, I think. Let's see. Crab Mirror sucks ass, man.
I guess the housework
Like,
went.
whoever heroes pretty much win. Okay, so I go to Toma,
By ordinance divine.
allowing him to tank some of the damage, right? At this point, I want to go for at least Toma Burst if I can. So no Judgment yet. Okay. So this is where things got a little bit greedy, I think. Because he just used a lot of resources, like a lot of his resources just to kill my Thoma, which is, honestly, I don't care. Which is fine, because I was able to push in some damage with skill, no more attack, and then next turn just go for burst. But yeah, dude. Discarding a lot of good cards, or even exhausting a lot of good resources just to kill my Thoma, preventing Thoma Burst, was not worth it. And this allows me pretty much to win the game pretty much easily, because now he doesn't have any cards anymore. He doesn't have any way to draw, well, except this one, because it allows that to draw one. He has 3 cards, so I mean, what those 3 cards, right? 12 cards left in his deck, and then like at this point I'm pretty much confident, right? I don't have to worry about another Cryo Rest or even Adeptus Burst, because my crab has like a megaton of shields, plus I have underwater like treasure. So at this point I was like, I don't think Judgment is worth anymore, because he already like wasted a lot of his resources, and I was like, yeah, I could just throw this card anyway. So Burst comes down. Because of the Lotus Chris, Shenna survives and able to refill the Icy Quill, which is really good, right? But is it enough though? So I got Liben, which is really great. I was able to get Liben because of the Wizard. Really good. This is why I like this deck list more than the previous one I had in my recent video. Okay, here's the misplay. I could have played Timaeus, but I was so in a hurry that I decided to end the round. Because I could have played Timaeus. Actually, it doesn't really matter, actually. Right, it doesn't really matter. Because if I really want to use this card as a discard tool. So I think that was the right play. Though. Okay, so I got the talent. Really good, right? Okay, wait, who goes first? Was it me or him? Because if I go first, I can cleanse the cryo aura with my talent, and that's really good. Okay, so my opponent went first, which is fine.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Right. Okay. 8 shield because of the talent. That's +2 extra. So I judgment. just to be safe, no more loader shenanigan or fast swap or anything like that. So that was the best time actually for me to go for judgment. Because actually, if he has fast swap, he could have go for Chongyun Burst, but Chongyun Burst doesn't do much actually because 3 dice, like 16 HP with the crab, like, yeah, no. So I could have gone for Burst here, but I decided to go for skill so that I can cause melt reaction and that will kill Chongyun off. So there you go. So overall, this is pretty much expected. Like, once you get the talent for round 1, you pretty much win the game most of the time. Which is really nice. Like, if you're able to high roll the talent and the equipment early on, you're most likely gonna win the game most of the time. Alright. Last game, we have Bennett. Now, this is where I got scared, literally, because Bennett with, like, Bennett with extra hypostasis and the annoying Abyss Herald, like, if you combine that with Bennett Talent Burst, like, that's gonna be the end of me, but somehow I won. So let's see what the hell happens. I'm not gonna fast forward. Okay, I'll fast forward a little bit just to skip this whole thing. So far so good. I got 2, right? Pretty good hand, I would say. A lot of ways you can ground, but obviously you're gonna prioritize on shields, so you really want to equip the shields as soon as possible before you want to play ground. But at this point, I think I went for... Right, I went for skill, right? And I think I went for TOTM and then Liben. I think that was the play.
Let's light it up.
Okay. Yeah, that was the play. So there's a lot of ways you could play there. You could have played like... I think the better play there was TOTM, Zero Ancient Helm, and then Liben. But I decided to go for Layla's skill so that I have to worry about her. Because if I don't skill Layla, they're actually, like, if I don't skill Layla on round 1, and I just skill here, like, Layla will just go down to 3 HP. Or worse, like 2 HP, which is not the ideal spot you want to be in. Because like I said, or rather what I said before, is that you want to really want to tank damage with these two, like around 5 HP. So I just ramp. Ramp is really good because you're playing stall overall. So, here's the funny thing. I'm not a stall player, right? Or before, well, I'm not a stall player, but now I am. Because if you really want to be so good at TCG, to the point where you want to qualify for Prince Cup or something like that, or pretty much in any major tournament, you really want to pretty much explore all types of deck, like stall, aggro, mid-range, combo. And this is pretty much what prevents me during that time in Asia Invitationals, actually. Because I was really... Well, actually, I wasn't confident in stall overall before, but now, as time goes forward, you just have to pretty much embrace and accept that, like, stall is the way, and stall is pretty strong. You can't deny that. Like stall overall is pretty ridiculous. So I swapped to Toma because I want to go for Toma Burst, but my opponent decides to play NSC and then goes for normal attack, and Toma's dead. So that wasn't the plan, but oh boy. So no talent, right? This is why my opponent goes for Bennett solo, because my opponent really wants to go look for Bennett talent card. I really want that talent card so that it can go to any of these characters, which is really great. Okay, so far so good, right? I was able to ramp a lot, and that's a cringe. That's another problem. So Bennett's low. I mean, you could just go for burst, I guess. Oh yeah, do not mistaken, this is not TDN Megane, by the way. This is just a different player who just had TDN in their name. Just to let you guys know. Alright. So I went for burst because burst is really, really good. Or actually shield. Because I want to feed the shield on the crab before Layla dies, or at least before Layla gets low, right? So my opponent decides to go for swap. I decide to feed the shield more on crab. And then there you go. So this is really, really good. An ideal spot for Layla because, or rather the ideal spot for crab to solo, because I don't think there's any reason to go back to Layla unless you want to go for burst, which is sure. I mean, I can go for Layla burst if I don't go for, or if I had the talent actually. So yeah, that's a lot of damage, but there's still a lot of shield, so we're good. But then again, still no talent, so I'm regenerating shield at pretty much very slow actually. So things get a little bit spicy around this part. So I go first. Hypo Sticks is around 1 HP. And I think this is the part where I got talent. So, okay, guys, let me know. What was the play? Because I got talent. Right. So, do you go for skill or normal attack just to proc the revive? Or do you go for overload, free swap, burst, or potentially go back again, like swap back and forth? That's pretty much what I did actually. So, here's what I did. Play talent, or actually judgment, because Bennett's burst is about to expire. So talent, free swap to Layla, and then I swap back because I don't want to sacrifice Layla. So just if I sacrifice Layla, I mean it's not bad. So okay. So I was able to kill the crab here, not the crab, but the Cry Hypostasis. Actually, there's still the revive, right? I forgot about that. But because the Electro Hypostasis is still in the combo phase, or still doing the prepare skill, I was able to snipe it off. I think that was good. And wasted cry application, but that's fine. So, this is really good for me actually. Oh, right. My opponent did not realize that he got judgment. So, his play was supposed to be like NSC NA on Bennett, but now he can't because he did not realize that he got judgment on. So, that was actually pretty bad. So now, Bennett burst is about to expire and you have 0 energy on Bennett, and Bennett has like cryo aura and Bennett's like what, 5 HP? So things get a little bit dire for my opponent right here. And that's how pretty much I was able to secure my footing in this game. Like, my crab is still at 9 HP. I got the talent now. Nyla is still alive. Both of them with the Journal Ancient Helm. Still no TOTM, which is fine. Because okay, actually, that's TOTM. Never mind. I'm capping. Okay, so at this point, I'm pretty much worried about the Dice of Cringe. But so far, I'm rolling really good. And I was able to... Oh yeah, I was keeping Cryo because I'm expecting Bennett to overload me to Layla. And then I can go for Hash Brown to Layla and then go for Burst. So skill, because you want to keep that shield. You know, keep regenerating at all costs. 15 shield, that's a lot. So my opponent decided to swap off. Because Golden Truth. So 12, I was able to proc the revive. Really nice. And then at this point, we're pretty much in good position, right? So I swapped to Layla because I'm pretty much confident that my opponent doesn't have NSC anymore. He wasted his second NSC, which is during the judgment. He used one NSC to kill my Toma, and at this point, there's like, how do you get another dice, right? Just to go for another action. Nothing. So I went for... Okay, so here's the thing. I think I misplayed this one kind of a little bit. Because I think the play here was... You just pass, right? You just ignore. I think. But my opponent goes first. No, wait, this is actually... Yeah, okay. This is definitely a minor misplay. So the play supposed to be was you Hash Brown on Layla and then you Hash Brown on Layla and then just pass because you have Rana. And I think here's the thing. I forgot that I have Chef Mao, so I could have just go for Hash Brown on Layla because I still have 3 dice, which is Chef Mao, and then I discard. But I forgot, so yeah, there's another misplay.
Oh, mine's a command.
So I went for Burst because, you know what? Why not? Because my crab is like around 10 shield. Pretty healthy if you ask me, so like, how the hell are you gonna push that amount of shield next round, right? Like sure, you have a lot of cards, but do you have any form of ramp? Like, are you able to perform 3 actions at least next round? No. So I was pretty much confident, like, anything I do here is pretty much whatever, right? Pretty much doesn't matter. So yeah. So Layla died, it's fine. I was about to close the game anyway in this round. But Layla could have actually survived that if I Hash Brown. So there's, yeah, a misplay. So I just go for, right, skill, apply cryo. Even if Bennett is still healthy, I can just go for normal attack and then potentially burst. Actually, can I do that? No, I can't. No, wait, I can. Because of Tenacity of the Millet, yeah. I can pretty much just whatever I want to. And yeah, GG.
This is just my...
Like, even though Bennett was still healthy there, like, I could just go for skill and then potentially burst, and that's pretty much closes the game. Alright. Yeah, with Lecter and the damage, bonus damage from Bennett Burst, like, that's gonna be a lot of damage now that I think about it. Like, +3? Like, jeez. Just ridiculous. So there you guys have it. So I'll post the video, short video, pretty much a summary for the 5 games. There's a lot of videos, content coming up in my channel pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. I'll be, of course, uploading TCG videos every day if I can, if I'm not lazy. All right, so that's it, right, for the crab deck. So now, because I'm done with the crab deck, I decided to go for Lini, or what do you call this? Anemo Fatui, right? Let me brought that up. So Anemo Fatui is actually a pretty good deck list. There's a potential about it, but so there's only 2 players actually, and I remember Injagi brought this deck as well, but it kind of went unlucky with it because, first of all, like, the weakness of this deck is the combo, which is, as you can see, I got defeated by it, which is, even though, like, okay, actually let me showcase, because even though Yelan, because I think I killed Yelan here before Yelan's burst came out. So I'm gonna showcase this deck a little bit before I explain. So this is pretty much the bonus section, right, of this stream. So let's talk about this deck, because I see, like, there's a potential for this deck. I feel like. Personally, I would call this deck Farzan aggro, because it is an aggro deck. So normally we want to go for Trap Arrow, go to Farzan, Rush, Farzan Burst. It's like, you know what this reminds me of? It's like Mono Clay. The gameplay is pretty much very similar, right?
Dare to mess with me?
So I got King Squire. Really good. That means I can snap off Yelan, right? Yeah. So I was able to snap off Yelan, but I still got defeated. Why? Because Yelan OTK is just that good with the treasures and stuff. Like, oh boy. Yeah, treasures. I think my opponent was able to deck out, like, very fast actually. Like, jeez, look at those card draw. So I was able to snap off Yelan with King Squire skill. Right? There you go. So far so good, right? But, oh yeah, I got frozen, just unlucky. I think my opponent just ends here, right? Yeah. He's also still has Leave It To Me, still. Which is kind of funny. Because he did play that early just to proc the Lumen Stone. So at this point, this is kind of sad, right? Because Lightning Rod is on Farzan. Like, I can't get Farzan burst out, which is quite rough. Because I have her talent card as well. Oh yeah, more of these video or stuff, more of this stuff is actually in my recent video, so do check it out. The deck list is there as well, so it's the same deck list. So, okay, so far so good, right? Kind of, right? I was able to get CD out, able to draw some cards. But at this point, my opponent has a lot of cards in his hand. Like, if I just switch the POV, like, jeez, dude. Like, 18 cards left, and then you have, like, a ton of way to draw a lot of cards. Like, you have this, and that. Like, jeez. Absolutely ridiculous.
Let the magic begin!
So burst, because you wanted that protection, and the infusion as well that absorbs whatever hits. Okay. So far so good, right? It was pretty close. And because of these two, okay, so I think there was a plan about this, I think. So my opponent goes first. And it goes for skill, yeah. So I think, and I also played strategize to get one of the called in for cleanup. Like, there you go. So I was thinking, since I have gamblers, I could definitely go for tandoori chicken, right? Which is, I guess it's fine. I have fast swap to go for Linny, use this and go for Bewildering Light just to proc the revive on Senora. But proccing the revive on Senora is gonna be pretty tough because the treasures will just heal Senora, which is crazy. So I went for, there you go, yeah, strategize, Tandoori,
Step on up!
right? Oh yeah, what the heck did... Wait. Oh yeah, right, he was able to get more of these healing. Because I think the play here after is that you fast swap to Linny. Actually, how many damage is that? Let me think. So with Prop Surplus, that's going to be 4 damage. With Tandoori, that's 6. With these two, that's 8. Wait, did I skill issue?
The pale flame smolders.
Wait, I actually skill issued. Wait, did I? Wait, I think I did skill issue. Right, because the play here, I think, is you play Woven fast swap to Linny, and then you skill to proc the revive, right? So what the hell did I go wrong? Ah, there you go. So that's the issue. Okay, so never mind. That was skill issue. So the play actually was fast swap, play Woven fast swap, go to Linny, proc her revive, sacrifice Linny, and then go back to Lynette, and then you can still, like, you still have a lot of cards to discard anyway. Actually, yeah, okay. Actually, you know what? Never mind. That is skill issue. Even with the treasure, like I can still kill Senor here. So
And voila!
right, yeah, that was 7 damage with this. So there you go, skill issue. I was supposed to win that, but most of the time, like if we're able to use this deck and face Yelan OTK many times, most of the time you're just gonna lose. Because your opponent's just gonna high roll with the treasures and stuff. Like your opponent will just combo you to death before you can finish off your opponent. So there's that. So yeah, skill issue. But anyway, alright. So next that I want to showcase here is actually this one. It's against Binzu. Shout out to him. I played against him twice. So this deck is actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. The list that I have is actually pretty nice as well. So if one of you guys want to check it out, check my current video. My currently uploaded video. Anyway. So who do you think is gonna likely to win? The stall or the aggro? Before, most likely stall will win, right? Because aggro will just doesn't have pretty much resources to ramp. Like take Monocleve for example. But in this deck, because of the what do you call this? Actually, you cannot even play Opera because your opponents just get ramped so hard where Opera will just be useless. So far, right? Good start. I was able to get King Squire round one for Farzan, and I was able to dish out a lot of damage. So Bidzu, he pretty much high rolled right this start. Like he got the talent round one, he got tenacity, General Ancient Helm on Abyss Herald. Like at this point, I was like, oh, GG, I lost. But this is aggro, and King Squire Farzan is actually pretty strong, especially got the burst out as well. So I got Unseen Razor, pretty good as well, because it synergizes so well with King Squire, right? Like especially with Dice of Cringe, like this one for example. You can just play King Squire. Like what was the play here? Let's just fast forward. So normal attack, right? Because normal attack also, dude, the normal attack or the charge attack, the discounted charge attack on Farzan was actually so good. Oh yeah, dude, that talent was so good. And I did not know this, but once you burst, get the talent out, you get an ammo die instantly, which is kind of surprising to me because this is the first time I play Farzan with his talent, and that's pretty much how it works. So it's actually insane how crazy her talent is. Like you're like with her talent, you're able to get one animal die every round, which is really great because most aggro deck you don't have access to ramp or pretty much access to a lot of dice, right? And because of that, I was able to get a lot of dice for this aggro, and I was able to push in more damage, and that's how
We'll see
I
about
was able
that.
to push in a lot of damage for Storm because of talent, and that's really good. So far so good. Of course, it's a stall deck, so you don't normally expect to push damage on Farzan. So I was able to dish out a lot of damage, right?
Not now.
So skill goes for Melt on Farzan, pretty much deals
This is
right. Also sacrifices Farzan because Farzan only has Varukasha Glow, so it's fine for Vinzu to sacrifice Layla there. Because if Layla has like General Ancient Helm or 2 TM, I don't think Vinzu would sacrifice Layla. So burst. So I was able to calculate, right? So I was like thinking, so right, with the burst, 9 shields, so how many damage is that? So if I'm able to push a lot of damage, I can just go for like Lotus Crisp and able to tank the direct hit from the crab burst. So I think I went for skill, right? And that's like, how many damage is that? That's 3 damage. And that's really good. Because Lotus Crisp pretty much gonna eat all of that damage, and that is pretty good. So far so good, but that's not yet over because there's still talent, there's still TOTM for Binzu, and then Abyss Herald of all things. So you might be wondering why Abyss Herald and not Toma. You'll see, and I think this deck also has the potential as well. Really good because with Abyss Herald, you have access to freeze as well with Layla stuff, which I think is really good. So I think I went for burst here. Right, so I removed King Squire because Layla is about to proc and I'm pretty much sacrificing Layla. Or sacrificing Farzan, I mean. So far so good. I got her burst out second time. So pretty much refreshed. Right? Alright. But she went to... Oh yeah, I swapped because I died a cringe. And I think I went for prop arrow. Yeah, prop arrow. You don't want to go for King Square skill because that's not worth it. Then swap back. Yep. Really good, but it's not yet over. Harold is still alive. It was so close though, but if I was able to kill Harold, I'm pretty much winning, right? But no, that's not the case. So it's still going, right? Still going pretty strong. I mean, right, he almost even decked out before me, which is insane. So, now here's the most annoying part of this. That talent. Because of that talent, I was cursed. And because of the curse, my skill and elemental burst cost like one more die, which is 4. And that is crazy a lot. But good thing is that I'm pretty much not affected much because I got lucky with the dice anyway. But imagine if I dice a cringe, then things might get a little bit sad, right? Because to get the skill out or even burst, you have to go for 8 animal dice instead of 6, which is painful. Right. Actually, thanks to that sacrificial sword, I can just go for discard 1. Yeah, strategize. Yeah, going for more damage. So I played those two, called in for cleanup, because I'm expecting Binzu will go for burst. So obviously I don't want that burst, doing more damage. So I pretty much have to push in a lot of damage so that the burst is pretty much weak. I hope you guys understand. Oh boy. So burst is out. Pretty much painful, but it's fine. Because I did not dash a cringe anyway. But still though, if the curse doesn't exist in the first place, like I was able to proc next round, but the curse, man, it's so annoying. And here's another thing that me and Binju just realized, and you'll see this in the next part. So this is where both of us got a new information about how Abyss Herald talent works, and I tell you, it's actually pretty busted. Because I got cursed twice, so how the hell am I gonna get cursed again? We'll see. So I played what do you call this? Ambushers. So I got the Hydro, really good. Always play Fatui Ambush first if you're about to swirl, so that just once their turn, either whatever they do, okay. So Binju decides to swap because he's gonna sacrifice now Herald, because obviously, well, you don't wanna sacrifice a lot of shield points for Crab, can we? So I killed Herald, right? Here's what happens. I got cursed again. What? How? So that's pretty much what we learned now, is that the curse will proc again once Abyss Herald dies with talent. So that is pretty annoying. So I got cursed twice because of the talent. That's a lot of value for that one single talent card. And let me tell you, that was annoying. Like, if I die to cringe next round, I think it's GG. At this point, I think this is pretty much a lose game for me because Bidja was able to skill a lot of times. Plays Paimon perfectly as well because of Dinner Zard. So this is where things got lucky for me. Second Fatui Ambushers. Watch. So, play second Fatui Ambushers, right? Because you want to play, again, you really want to play Ambushers before you swirl, so that the elements that will take place will take effect, right? So, right, at this point I die to cringe because of the freaking curse, that freaking curse, man. And also, but luckily enough, I got Cryo. Cryo and Hydro. You know what that means? That's a freeze right there. A free freeze. So he played Lotus Crisp. Actually, he should have saved. He should have actually saved this Lotus Crisp for next round. Actually, he can't. You cannot save Lotus Crisp because of the Fatui Ambusher. So that's kind of unlucky. But actually, he could have saved that Lotus Crisp potentially later on in the game, but he kind of wasted it at this point, I think. So, free freeze, and I was like, dude, I got cursed. So what the hell am I gonna do? I just passed with Leibin, and that's really good. So far so good. I was able to get some heal because of Lynette's skill. This is why Lynette is so good. Instead of Xiao or pretty much any other NMO character, because Lynette's skill was able to heal you a lot. And luckily, I rolled high rolled with the dice because now Curse doesn't do shit much with me, so that's really good.
Surprise!
Right. So far so good. Still not going for burst because you want to survive with crab, so you have to keep generating as many shield as possible. Fast swap to Linny, King Squire, and I think I went for burst. Yep.
Here comes the finale.
Because you want to stack those prop surplus. And I think I went for
And voila!
Building Light. I think this is the perfect time where Binja should play Lotus Crisp. Because if he Lotus Crisp like around that point, Crab will have 3 HP, I think. But even then, right, even with Lotus Crisp, I have these two. And that's a lot. So how many damage is that? So let's count. So 3 base for skill, plus 1 because of the weapon. Plus 2, that's like 6 damage. And how many HP Crab has? Like 4 HP. So even if he Lotus Crisp, like around pretty much any point around last round, I still pretty much win the game. Because
Now disappear.
this card is truly the Giga Chad card of all time. And I must say this, like that card is so underrated, like I'm kind of surprised no one's playing it. But I'm glad I did in this deck. So there's that. And there you guys have it. So that's how I was able to push in a lot of damage. To be honest though, I could have almost lost that game because of the annoying curse and all. Like the value, dude. Like the value from the curse is so annoying. Like holy shit. And oh yeah, a shout outs to Kevin Z because Kevin Z also cooked this deck. Bidzu pretty much copied most of it. And now I'm kind of interested to play this deck because the curse the access to freeze and stuff like that, like it's actually a pretty strong deck, if I have to guess. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that no one or only few people. Actually, there's only 2 people who in the tournament, like out of 53 people, only 2 brought in Farzan aggro, which is kind of surprising because I thought Farzan aggro was too strong. Like, don't get me wrong, it's actually pretty strong. Like, if you're able to get the right cards, like, it's actually pretty strong. Like, okay, forget this game. Like, this game, I was supposed to win this game, but I skill issue. So, yeah. I feel like for the next tournament, next week, here's what's gonna happen. A lot of people will bring in Farzan aggro and a lot of crab deck. Because in previous tournament, or yeah, the tournament that we just had, a lot of people are playing Yelan OTK because, you know, Yelan magic, haha, treasure magic, go brrr, stuff like that. So yeah, that's why a lot of people are playing Yelan OTK. So, and Mew as well. I forgot about that. Mona, Eula, and Wanderer, which honestly kind of surprising. I'm still, I mean, to be fair, when Magic got nerfed this patch, I was kind of expected, or pretty much not surprised at all, that Mew is able to come back, because Mew against Crab is pretty strong, you know, because Eula with Woob's Gravestone and stuff like that. So yeah. Whew. All right. I guess that's pretty much enough TCG analysis from me. So I haven't read chat because a lot of stuff just happened. So hi chat. Hope you guys had fun with the analysis and the skill issue that we just discovered, and a lot of stuff, right? Which is we just discovered in this whole live stream, like the Farzan aggro, Binzus or Kevin Z's, Abyss Herald, Crab deck, and many stuff as well, like skill issue from this one and some of the stuff. And yeah, a lot of stuff that we just learned in this live stream. So I'm kind of glad. And I honestly did not expect that this live stream went on for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I was expecting like for 1 hour, but yeah. Okay, so that's enough about me. So, right, I will post the summary of these duels later, hopefully if I can. So yeah, there will be a lot of content from me, new videos coming up soon next week, and then next week actually I have no idea. I'll probably just play more other games like variety and stuff like Brawl Stars, let's say. So yeah, so for next week or for the next tournament, I don't know which one, or I don't know which deck I should bring. I'm thinking I should bring Crab again, because Crab is fun, plus Crab is pretty strong. Because, okay, honestly, I did not expect to get 4-1 at all, but I honestly got 4-1 because of the lucky matchups that I got. It was pretty good. Like, I did not encounter any Crab Mirror, any Yelan OTK, Mona Eula Wanderer, like any of those stuff. Like, I actually did not encounter them, so that was great. So, and that's how pretty much I got 4-1. Like, the only Crab deck that got 4-1, pretty much. And then this was kind of whack, if I do say so. So here's the list. The list is pretty much the same. Oh yeah, the list was in the community tab if you guys want to check it out. Right. So yeah, it's the same list. So I was arguing, right? Debating if I should add at least one copy of Toma Burst and then one copy of Rightful Reward. Because Rightful Reward and Toma Burst, like this one, is actually, it could be pretty good actually if you think about it. It could be the sauce, but it's up to you guys if you wanna experiment that. around. So yeah, and also I don't have the dynamic skin yet for these two. How funny. Alright, so that's it about me. Hopefully in the next tournament I'll be able to get decent score again. Because if I'm gonna get decent score again, then I'll probably do the same thing again. Just like today, where I'm gonna pretty much analyze every single game, where I misplay, where I, where should I improve, and so on. So that's about me. All right, see you guys.